Why the hell did you lie to Delgado about me? You didn't do all this work alone. Oh, come on. There's no need for that. You're right. Maybe I could have done more of the brain work. But hey, at least I helped you take out those things, whatever the hell they were, right? Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened. Oh, you're gonna be like that, huh? Well, I guess I deserve it. Now, let's get the heck out of here. You're slowing us down.
How can I be of service, Captain?
What kind of name is SysDef anyway?
I like my weapons like I like my coffee.
Ask a jazz about
You don't
any ship
make it in
operator.
this life. Take
Nothing
your
more
pick.
than a pirate ship. With no personality.
Need more weapons or ammo? Come see me.
The fleet protects our own, but you turn against us.
If I had a Berian crest, I'd run my own city, like they. Except in my town, you could do Aurora anywhere. Are you looking to start something? 'Cause I'll finish it.
Yeah?
Always listen to Delgado. Unless you want to get killed.
There you are. The hell took you so long?
It's about time. I was about to fly down and loot your bodies.
Not now, neighbor. Well, you said you found something. Hand it over. That's it? Just one slate? After losing so much of our crew, it better be a map with a big red X on it. Well, I'll be damned. Legacy wasn't referring to Crix's fortune. It's the name of an actual ship. A Galbank transport probably loaded with credits.
Never heard any stories about a Gal Bank ship going down. And even if it had happened, it would have been picked clean years ago.
No, Neva. Think. If Gal Bank covered it up, and over time, the location was eventually forgotten, it wouldn't be on anyone's radar. Okay, this changes things. Now that we know what we are looking for, we have to narrow the search. And the recording that you found proves that it is out there. All we have to do is find it. Let us start with what we know. It was a Galbank ship, which means the company is going to have records of where it went down. Neva, weren't you working on a deal with Rokov? Something about a big-wig charity event on one of Trident's Starliners?
Are you serious? I've been working on that gig for 3 months. That's my score.
Ay, Dios mío. Will you shut up about your score and think for a second? That Starliner has a Galbank VIP suite aboard, which means... Come on, Neva. This isn't hard.
Which means a Gal Bank exec will be aboard. We grab their credentials and get ourselves into the Gal Bank archives in New Atlantis. Holy shit, that might actually work. I'll send a message to Rokov right away.
Pack your bags, Rook. You're going on vacation. And since you've earned it, take this gun with you. Might come in handy when Rokov screws everything up as usual. Good, because that is exactly what you are going to be doing. Neva and I are too well known to walk around the Starliner without being recognized. If Trident Security spotted us, it'd be over. I need you to board that ship, make contact with Rokov, and get me those credentials. You'd better. Oh, before you leave, I wanted you to know that I took what you said about Mathis into consideration, and I've decided to cut him from the fleet.
Honestly, I'm surprised he made it off Suvorov in one piece.
We'll see. That's it then. Next stop for you is Rokov Starliner, the Siren of the Stars. And remember, Rokov does not need to know anything about Grixis' legacy. For now, it's just between us. Now get out of here.
Hey, Rook, before you head out, I need to have a word with you. Meet me at the last Nova after you wrap things up with Mathis.
Shouldn't you be packing for your trip?
Oh yeah, we'll be packing alright. I don't know, pack Mathis's corpse into a box.
Hey, I want to talk to you. Thanks to you, Delgado's cutting me from the fleet. Well, you know what? You better get your own fleet, because I'm coming after you. Oh, I see. You think you're some kind of big shot, is that it? Gonna show poor Mathis a little mercy now that you're Delgado's best buddy. Yeah? Well, guess what? Your generosity is getting me kicked off the key. And that means you better watch your back. Oh, I will, I can promise you that. Best part is, you won't even see it coming. Now get the hell out of me way!
Hold on. Oh.
Not like this.
I should have seen that coming. really sure why they did that, considering, you know.
I told you, we're done. Now get the hell out of my face.
I'm gonna toast it over.
There you are. All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole Rokoff on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what? You're gonna finish the job for me.
My friend's got a point, Bug. Every pirate in this joint comes to the Nova for a drink.
I'm about to tell you, so shut up and listen. Rokoff's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Gal Bank credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me. Then why the hell are you here? We take unnecessary risks every day. That's what being a pirate is all about. Look, you can make all the jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay. Either way, I get my money. How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it? All Rokoff does is feed me information. If I ask him to lift a finger, he gives me enough sob stories to fill a freighter's cargo bay. If you want my advice, leave him completely out of the loop. Otherwise, it's gonna cost both of us some credits. Then it's settled. Good. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods. Because that's exactly what you are. A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word. Until you earn your stripes, you're a rook to everyone in the fleet.
Fair enough. I don't know how long my mic's been muted, but if you're still here, Sarah Civil, I'm really loving the game. It's honestly, I love it. Now time to offload all these frickin'... Also, let me see what missions we got.
Bog's grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine.
I can't wait to be back on
You've got
solid
something for
ground
me?
again.
Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag.
Well, that dropped me down to almost empty.
Time to go?
How much longer before we arrive?
Oh, are we really in this thing still? Where the hell's my ship at? So why is Vasco here?
Hello, Captain. I am relieved you have... I will see you at a later time.
Where the hell is my ship?
Clamps released.
I guess I'll have to go get my ship back.
Watch flaring.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Yeah, this ship ain't gonna fucking cut it. Ah, damn. It literally has no weapons.
Retros firing. Orbit stabilized. Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
I'd never go down to that prison. I've heard Jasper Cricks's ghost haunts the place.
What? You scared of a little ghost?
So how do I get my ship back?
kind of name is SysDef anyway?
Maybe I have to go to the shipmaster or some shit.
Never do a job on.
So, looks like once again I'm Jack. Like Neva said. It may not be wider. I can guarantee we got the best selection. Anything that keeps the youth. Just let me know when you. I don't mind helping. Sure. Let me.
Thank God. I might sell this ship. This one does have a lot of whole cargo capacity, though, which is nice, but not really my thing. How many credits do I have? Only 25,000. Not that much. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this ship.
If you want to stay under the radar, I've got just all business and shop's always open. Ship services? If you've got the credit. Oh, yeah.
Always listen to Delgado.
Yeah, what is it?
I can't wait to be back on solid ground again.
Okay, time to offload all this garbage.
Okay, Captain.
Too many missions.
Weapons,
Not enough
ammo,
time.
mod, kinetic, electromag.
If your credits are...
0.43, got it.
Need more weapons or ammo? Come see me.
The right protective gear, tactical gear. See ya.
I don't... All right. Oh, bye, I guess.
I hope my prices may be high. Hey.
And did the game just crash? No, that was weird. Did your stream crash? No. Okay, everything's still running. That was weird. It just forced me to alt tab for some reason.
Come back and see.
Do a quick save real quick.
So there I am. UC secure.
What'll it be, Fred?
And my grav drive just chokes.
The fleet's got an impressive. They even managed to. Business on the key.
I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
There are a few who share. You'd think are successful, regardless. Always look. Remember, all trades are.
Frostbite, got it.
Restriction free.
Last week, I got jumped by a bounty hunter. Flash of light, and he drops in right behind me. By the time I realized...
Hey, welcome to the stream.
I was dead to rights.
What'd you do?
The only thing I could. I put everything into my engines and rammed my ship right into the cannons.
That's a good story. A real good story. I
Need
just
some
liked it
medical
better when
assistance?
Neva told it.
You know, the last person who called me a liar, I cut off the tongue and glued it to a bar stool.
Oh yeah? Did you do that yourself? Or did you have
some health issues you need help with? Is something wrong? You're still standing. Can't be that bad. First time visiting the Try not to get into too
Honestly, it's going pretty great so
I'm
far.
trying to save my dwindling supplies for sale and pirates coming in off of... That's what... So here's what's... You need enhancers? Hopefully that won't be... Now, if you don't need... Medical...
Okay, let's see. I think I'm good on med packs for the moment, but they're both as expensive. Should be fine though.
Try not to die out there.
But no, the game's going pretty great, having lots of fun. Honestly, top 3 things I hate about the game, easy. I'm not a fan of the toggle crouch. Absolutely hate this shit. I would much rather have hold to crouch, as it gives me more of a tactical feel. 2, not really a fan of the, like, the whole, all the loading screens. I mean, that's a pretty common sentiment, though. Like, it'd be nice if there were less loading screens, because there's so much they could easily do with this than just giving us, like, 50,000 loading screens in a day and age where we have games like your, what do you call it? Your... Fuck, brain's dead. Point is, there's like hundreds of games out there that have absolutely no loading screens. Nope. There is no settings to turn off toggle crouch. I mean, Star Citizen, you have the new, the 2 God of War games. God of War had no loading screens in either game. You have... there's a lot of games out there with no loading screens, and if they have them, they're very far and few in between. Whereas, I swear, I'm doing anything, like, even just going to my ship, loading screen. Like, even if all they do is a simple, like, animation where they force me to go inside of like a air seal or something to wait for the rest of the map to load, I'm okay with that. But, like, the loading screens just kind of break the immersion. Hell, Dead Space. Dead Space has been doing it since the very first game back when I was a kid.
Greetings, Captain.
Hell, Dead Space is probably one of the best examples of a continuous game with no loading screens. Is that 3 already? Oh, I was gonna say Dead Space. Dead Space and God of War, if you're back yet. Sorry about the ads, man.
We're free and clear for flight.
Hey, let me know when you're back. Okay, crouch loading screens. Let me think. There is one more. I just gotta, like, think of what it was. I think the skill tree. I like it. I really like it. I just feel like there's too many options that feel kind of forced. I wish it was a little easier, like smoother on the progression, because things like persuasion, you don't realize how fucking important it is until you waste like 3 levels into like ballistics and then realize, oh shit, persuasion's kind of an important thing, because it can be the difference between either having like going through a mission relatively easily or having to go like half an hour to an hour just getting around the fact that you failed a persuasion check. As well as the weight limit that your character has by default feels very restrictive, so weightlifting is gonna become a huge necessity to have. And there's not many things that increase that unless you use like drugs or you have clothes that add it, but that's only like +5. So like just casual looting in the game feels very restrictive. It's like I feel like the skill tree could definitely use some work. Like at least balancing the game in a way that makes the skill tree a bonus, not a necessity, like an actual like required thing. Like I get the need to have like the persuasion, but I wish there was more emphasis on it early into the campaign. Like add a lot of persuasion checks, things that kind of make you think about it. That way it's kind of like a common thing that, oh yeah, I'm gonna need this. Because like early in the game for like the first 5 hours, I think I might have had 1 persuasion check, so I'm like, oh, this won't be a big thing. I might have a couple of these, but it'll be like Fallout New Vegas, where it's like, even without it, my chances are pretty decent. Haha, no. Like, only my 2nd ever persuasion check, and it's hard as shit. And then I end up going around on like a side quest for like 3 hours instead of being able to get through it in like half that time with the persuasion check. Or like major decisions I'd really like to do, I can't do because my persuasion's too shit. Like, there's a lot of skill trees here, and each level only gives you 1. And in the 10+ hours I've played so far, probably closer to like 14, 15, I've only managed to get these meager skills. Like, all these are level 1 except for piloting, which I got to level 2. I have, like, level 3 ballistics, level 1 lasers, which I feel like, I'd say it would be a little better if you could respec your skill tree, but I've yet to find a way to respec. Like, if I feel like I made a mistake, I can't go back on it. Like, there's no way to undo a skill point even after you just applied it. Because I've accidentally applied things to, like, ballistics when I meant to apply it to persuasion a few times now. But as far as the bonuses, I really, really enjoy the game as a whole. The gameplay feels really nice. Oh, no. Like, I know weight's, like, always been a thing, all the way from, like, Fallout New Vegas and before. Huh. Interesting. But, like, I'm more than used to the usual shenanigans with weight and trying to manage your weight, and that's entirely fine. What I'm not a huge fan of is the difficulty of maintaining that weight. It feels too restrictive, if that makes sense. Like, there needs to be a good balance between having just enough inventory to where you feel a little pinched, but I shouldn't be, like, over double my weight capacity on a regular, like, starter mission, you know? Not even picking up everything, but picking up a decent amount of loot to, like, consider myself geared. Oh, and I guess I do have a 4th complaint. There's no there's no, like, multiple weapon selection. You can't have, like, 3 weapons on a hotbar where you select between the 3. You have to go into your menu constantly to switch weapons, which kind of breaks the flow of combat. Because, like, the amount of ammo I find for my primary weapons is so far and few in between. I do find myself consistently going into my menu just to like, remedy that. And yes, there is, but your cargo hold on the starter ship is really bad. Like, it fills up extremely quick. Like, let me show you something. Just off one type of material alone, which is resources, which is what you need to craft literally anything in the game, as well as do your research. There's like 4 different types of research, and they all require resources. It requires resources to craft, it requires resources to do just about anything in the game. And my resources alone, like, this is just resources in my ship's cargo bay and like ship parts which you need to repair your ship. So like, that's 80 mass just for ship parts, which is fine. But the rest of that 80 is all resources. And that's not even all the resources I have right now. Like, on me alone, I'm not carrying a whole lot at the moment, because a lot of it's inside my, walking personal storage bags, aka Sarah Morgan, one of the side characters. And then the robot. My 2 companions, I have them carrying like a good chunk of resources. So like, I have over 600 weight total in just resources alone. Like, I'd say the most annoying part is definitely not being able to select multiple weapons.
Jump complete.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're going to do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. All right.
Yeah. I do have like quite a few complaints now that I really think about it, but they're all minor things I know can easily be fixed with mods. Like adding a weapon selection wheel where you can actually select multiple weapons, which has been a staple of Bethesda games for every single title they've ever released. Feels kind of an odd exclusion, because having to go, like, let me get on my ship and let me show you this. Like, let me stand up. So imagine I'm in combat here in a second. Like, I'm going bang bang, duck behind cover, bang bang, going against cover. I run out of ammo. I'm like, oh shit, what do? I can't just scroll to another weapon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to go into my main menu, basically pauses the whole game, go to my inventory, then I have to select weapons, and then I have to choose a weapon and hope to God I have ammo for it, because it does not tell you how much ammo you actually have for that gun. So, like, usually what I'll do is I'll go to my ammo, I'll scroll through, I'll try and take a quick list of all the ammo I own, like, mentally, and then I'll go through my weapons, and then I'll have to think about which weapons I actually have ammo for. So, like, the Keel Hauler, which I just unlocked, and now I can see how much ammo I have. Or, let's say if I select just a random one here, let's go with this energy weapon. Cool, I have ammo for this. Or if I switch out to the feather. Cool, I have ammo for this. It can be very tedious. It's one of the small things that it isn't, like, impossible to work around, but in the middle of a big fight, I don't really enjoy having to do this. Not having a way to, like, actually... Also, another thing I've noticed is that weapons that... Like, this weapon here has 69 physical damage, but due to one of my skills, it actually increases the damage to 83. which is that ballistic skill, but it won't display that unless I have the weapon selected. So like if I go to... Yeah, because that's a 69 physical damage weapon, but if I select it, it goes up to 83. Which makes no sense, but okay. Yeah, and there's just a lot of weird things that don't make a lot of sense. Because, like, this gun is clearly an 83 damage weapon, and this one is clearly a 52 damage weapon. But it only shows that after I have the gun equipped, and then I have to reselect it to show it in the expanded menu. Which gets a little weird. There's just a lot of weird niche little things that get a little annoying when they get compounded. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, no, the guns are absolutely fantastic. I love the gunplay. The gunplay genuinely feels pretty great for a... Because they definitely took a lot of inspiration from Fallout with their weapons, and I will give them credit. They did a really good job on the guns' designs as well as how they feel to use. Like, I haven't used a single gun I haven't enjoyed firing out of all the weapons. This is just a small selection. I've sold quite a few. They have shotguns, they have sniper rifles, they have bolt actions. This being one of the bolt actions. Or I'd call it bolt action, but you don't actually fire, then it bolts. It does have like a bit of a time between shots, which gives it the feel of a bolt action. But there's no physical, like, animation you're really going to notice for it cycling the bolt. Which would be a nice little addition, but, you know, small things. And, like, there is, like, a nice amount of weapon customization. So I actually just sold one of my weapons I had very modded out. But, like, all these little mods here, you can actually craft all of those. But to craft most of the ones that are on, like, this gun here takes, like, level 3 or 4 crafting. And then the issue comes with the skill tree. Here's where you're going to get really annoyed with me. So to unlock the higher tier, like, weapon crafting so you can attach higher tier mods, you have to unlock weapon engineering. And then after you unlock weapon engineering under the science tree, you have to research the weapon, the weapon attachment type. So say if I have weapon engineering after I finally unlock it, which requires 4 skill points in the science tree to be spent, whether that's like a level 4 medicine, level 4 research methods, or I just buy 4 of these level 1 perks, that requires me then to get a 5th skill point just to unlock weapon engineering, which will then allow me to do just basic research to unlock these. After I get the weapon engineering mod, that's 5 levels, by the way. 5 whole levels I have to dedicate to this one skill tree. And then after that, I have to do a research. Let me show you the research tab, and this is where you're going to see the tediousness. So, when you first start the game, all you can do is level 1 research. But for weapons specifically, you have barrel research, grip and stock research, optics research, muzzle mods, magazine and battery mods, internal mods, and receiver mods. And each one of these requires different materials. Materials you have to gather through either finding them, purchasing them, or otherwise. And then you have to fill out all 3 of these, then it finishes the research. So like this, I filled out all 3, finished the research, no time required. But you have to gather those resources, purchase them, or otherwise, on top of having to have weapon engineering. And then you have weapon engineering level 2. Realize I have to put 5 whole levels. I'm only level 10 right now. 5 whole levels just to unlock weapon engineering level 1. To do something like internal mods, which requires level 2, that's 6 whole levels. 6 skill points, 6 levels, just to unlock this one tier of attachments. And that's not even including receiver mods, which allows you to change your weapon from, say, full auto to semi-auto and back and forth. It gets insanely tedious. And I'm only 15 hours into the game, give or take. So there is a lot of that. And then you have like your food research, you have your manufacturing research where you build bases on planets, and then you can have like actual bases where you can land, go to the planet, go to your base, do all your manufacturing, do your like power generation, all this stuff. But then again, guess what all this requires? A skill. So just to do basic like power generation for my base, I need outpost engineering level 1. Let me quickly show you skill tree. So you go back to science. I think it's under science. It's like, this is a tier 3 skill. Requires 8 skill points just to unlock outpost engineering. And like outposts are supposed to be like one of the major things you need to get proper like resource generation, because it allows you to get mass amounts of certain resources by building outposts and then shipping that off to make money. But like to get that, that's 8 levels total. That's like, and that's including weapon engineering or whatever else you decide to spend points on. And this is just weapon engineering, not even talking about spacesuit design, which is a whole other bag of balls. Yes, a lot. And that's not even including like the other resource, like the other skills which you require to do even basic things. And that's not even including the other skill trees. Like, there's robotics, there's your shield system, which increases shield capacity on your ship, engine systems, energy weapon systems. There's security, targeting, piloting, which piloting is required to get better ships. You have boost pack training, which you need level 1 of this just to use a boost pack, which gives you an extra like double jump or sometimes triple jump. Then you have things like target control systems, which unlocks a core feature in space combat, which allows you to basically, once you have a lock on a ship, it allows you to target certain like components so you can knock out their engines. So for space combat, this is a very important skill. Like, and then security allows you to unlock locks. So this is like advanced level locks, which is like a good 90% of them. I've used the hacking a lot. And there's a ton of loot that is kind of important locked behind advanced locks. Whether it's weapon crates, entire rooms. Like, there's so much. And then that's not even talking about expert level locks. And then there's like 3 other trees in the whole thing that I haven't even touched. And I'm only level 11. Pain. I like the fact that there is a lot to do as far as the skills go. It just, I'm not sure about the level cap, nor do I know. Because like a lot of this stuff feels like I should already have access to it by now, but I've been so busy spending skills in places all around the skill trees, I haven't been able to focus to grab any one thing.
This gives me a chance to finish a slate I've been reading.
So it's getting a bit tedious. But as far as things I like about the game, there's a lot. I love the ship combat. Ship combat feels incredible. I absolutely love the ground combat. I love combat in general in this game. The combat I could literally have no complaints about. Very fun. I also love the feeling of the quests, because for the first, I think, 10 hours, I went through some of the main quests, some of the side quests, and I had trouble finding out what was a side quest. Because if you go to the mission log, there are tabs that tell you everything. I avoided that. I did not want to know. Because, like, yeah, I have a general feel for what a main quest and what is a side quest, just from context, but the game got so good at guiding me through everything that I was having trouble telling if I was on a main or a side quest, which is very hard to find in a game. Because most games, it's very obvious what's a main quest, what's a side quest, because you're told outright throughout the game what you're supposed to be doing. With this, I've come to find that there is like an overarching story, and I can tell that's kind of the direction I need to be nudged towards, but when I'm doing side content, it feels like it's a full-fledged story of its own. It feels like I'm actually delving into a main quest of a whole other game. Like, I don't want to go too deep, so I don't spoil anything if you decide to play it, but it's good. And I've only completed one major, what I call a major side quest, and I'm still in the middle of it, of another one.
I will never get tired of that.
Hail acknowledged. You're clear to dock at docking port 1. The commander will be waiting for you in operations.
Also, I absolutely love the graphics of this game. Like, the visuals are absolutely stunning. And the gameplay has always been buttery smooth so far. And the gameplay itself has felt pretty devoid of any game-breaking bugs so far, which is nice.
Excuse me.
You're back. So how did it go? Then things are moving.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet? I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word. Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, we can solve that little mystery in about 10 seconds. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named... What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move? Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
Nice. Okay, new skill point. I guess we should start getting a wrap on those science ones. Actually, I think this is actually a good spot to end this stream, I do believe. Thanks for dropping by, Halikar. Or, sorry, Hamilikar. Sorry, it's really hard to read your name. Because like I can barely read the text because it's so small. Hamilcar, got it. Sorry, it took me a sec to actually look at it and read it. But thank you so much for stopping by. If you'd like, I do have I am actually currently uploading sections of my VODs from the very first and second stream I did on Starfield on my YouTube channel with the same name as my Twitch. The second stream I did is being cut up into chunks and released over the next couple days, but they're all hour-long sections, so if you're interested in watching from the start, this will also be uploaded. Currently, I have part 1 and 2 of the of the stream all uploaded, and then this one will also be cut up into hour sections, and then the last half will just be this hour and a half. I'll find a way to cut it up. I'll have to kind of find like points where I can split it up. But yeah. Got about a minute ad break here I need to wait for, but okay, welcome back, Hamilcar, if you're still here. Again, if you want to go ahead and watch those, they're on my YouTube, and I'm still up. They're being uploaded daily. And then this will be going out as it goes, so if you want to catch the entire stream. And if you'd like to drop a follow, if you enjoyed chatting, and hey, it's always nice having someone here to talk to. I honestly kind of enjoy having someone to like talk to like while I'm doing all this. Kind of helps break up the monotony of it all. But thanks for stopping by, and I think this is gonna be it for this one. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit like, subscribe, and follow for more. Or if you want to catch this live, there's a link in the description where you can come watch me live. But it's what, 2:16 a.m. and I have work at 11, so I need to get some sleep. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Take care and peace. Oh, hey, Hamilcar, by the way, if you're still here, there is a Discord channel where you can come chat with me there if you want to, before I go to bed. But if you'd like to drop by there, open server, just kind of hang out, got some friends there. I kind of hang out there occasionally and play other games and stuff. But, yeah, anyway. Peace.